All right, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm in the house with something pretty cool. I've got the Todd Begg Knives Glimpse here with me for a review. I need to say a huge shout out to my buddy Tim for sending this fella along so I'm able to share my impression with you. And also, what I need to remind you is just check out fablades.com. Maybe you can also like, maybe you can also subscribe, maybe you can also leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this fella. It comes with a Maxpedition pouch, but we are here to check out this baby. Look at this carbon fiber. Come on. Copper wires going on into this glossy, perfectly inlaid carbon fiber on this titanium frame lock. This is the Glimpse. Look at the cracked ice finish on the pocket clip. Classic Begg ceramic ball for the clip, of course. You get some of the nicest finish on the bags. I really like them. Bodega, Begatti, Astio. I mean, they can design some very unique knives, and you can appreciate all the little nuances going on in this piece going on right over here. I don't even know where to start. I love the carbon fiber inlaid knives. For sure. I mean, look at this thing. I mean, for sure, I'm all for the full titanium as well, because you get like a titanium right over here, neon NL just right there. I want to show you another couple knives, a couple Canadians right over here, Peter Rassenti and Kirby Lambert in the picture, because why not? And another beautiful one, Cody Utzler Duckling, Old Bladework Spectre, and of course, how can I not show you a haptic? So it's just for the size comparison, but just to say that this knife, it doesn't have like the best handle to blade ratio. You get 9 centimeters of cutting edge and 13 for the handle. Overall is 23 and a half. So it's not a small knife, but it's a well-made knife for sure. Construction, you have a spinning pivot screwed in from the other side with a T8, I believe. Torx picked, you have 4 Torx screw going on through the other side. Huge lanyard hole going through the backspacer, Mohawk backspacer, centering, crackle dice, internal finish for the spacer. Outside, you have a polished, ridged, and blasted valleys, let's call it that way. Plus, you have a little piece of cracked ice finish. Plus, you have this file work engraving on the back of the backspacer in a dual tone finish. Look at this. How cool is that? That, of course, keeps going on over here on the spine of the blade around that side and just stops there because the swedge has to start. And then this thing is... I mean, guys, this is just nuts. The level of detail going on over here is just insane. Let's not even talk about this for now. Let's just stick with the handle. You get some nice chamfer on the inside. Look at that. Very cool round off thing going on. You have a chamfer nice going on the flipper tab. There's no jimping, by the way, but still, you can clearly deploy the blade with no issues. I mean, IKBS logo going on the flipper tab, of course. You get this inlay, just crazy. You have the finish around here to create the pivot collar effect with crackle dice as well, reflecting on the back. You have, of course, on the back a different inlay because you have this thing going on, jeweled cutout relief for the lock bar. Dual tone finish for this groove with 7 holes in the lock bar itself. How about that? You have 3 finishes on the lock bar. That's not too bad. You don't have any stainless steel lock face insert. Look at that. There's nothing. But the way the handle on the lock bar is shaped and designed prevents the overextension of the lock bar, which, by the way, is a separate chunk of titanium than this one. So these 2 screws are holding together the lock bar actually, and these 2 screws over here are actually holding together the scale two parts. Fantastic. These two pillars are holding the clip in place, which has a pretty good tension, not too much, not too low. You have internal milling on the show side only. I don't know if you can appreciate that, maybe from this angle right over here. With a dual tone finish as well, and screws to hold on the inlay, which is not glued in, but it's screwed in from the inside. That's why it's so nice and clean from the show side. Beautiful, beautiful work, guys. I'm impressed. I really like this stuff. But yes, let's just quickly check. Of course, Todd Begg design, hand rub finish for the hollow grind, primary bevel, hand rub finish for the satin, for the swedge, sorry. Check out this work on the spine. This is the most beautifully looking jimping, by the way. I mean, it's not functional, but it's gorgeously looking. And look at this work on the blade, guys. This is a dual tone blacked out crackle dice finish with this thing going on over here. Very cool design effect going on, fantastically executed in my books. There's no lock stick, but there's no lock face insert. So you have a finger choil, like very deep, which allows you to, you see here, it's kind of like not sharpened up to the end. It's rounded off. So you can take advantage of this, even in this situation, and nothing is going to happen. So you can do like some very precise cutting, taking advantage of this finger choil, which of course doubles as a sharpening choil. Very deep etching, engraving for the logo. Sterile look inside, even if there's some graphic work going on. You have a nice weight in the hand. It's not saying that this is light or but too heavy, but definitely you're gonna feel it because this fella is gonna be 5 and 42 ounces. So you have that, but you have also this sound when you open, when you close it like that. Thwack and clank. Thwack and clank. Very, very pleasant. This guy in the hand feels also great. There is just this area over here which kind of digs a little bit into my pinky when I squeeze it hard, but it's not like sharp. This area maybe a little bit more, but still it's well contoured, everything, so not bothering too much. Despite the fact that this is like super glossy and slippery, it kind of feels he has some good grip, like reverse grip also works, but be careful here. It's getting sharp. This area is jimped, chamfered to better have like the chance to disengage the lock bar, like so. There's no jimping on the flipper tab, but that works pretty well. I don't feel any hindrances into deploying this blade. I don't really feel any flex because of this backspacer. It's just holding, it's like a pillar for the structure, holding everything together in place with zero amount of flex. This thing is solid as a rock, doesn't move any direction. There's no rattling when shaken. This thing is absolutely rock solid. Gorgeously done. It runs on IKBS. It needs a little nudge to get the blade closed, but still fires like crazy. Really, really cool big blade. It's nice because it's slim. It's not like the Bugatti, for example, which is like a huge chunk. This is nice. It's slick, looks gorgeous, has a pretty cool design, feels great in the hand, and I mean, you can't really go wrong with a Todd Begg. So there you have it. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.